G'day guys, this is Tier and welcome back to a brand new Fallout 76 video. Now if you haven't seen yesterday's Christmas Scorched video from me, then don't bother, because this guide is all you'll need. Trust me guys, you'll want to share this as much as possible to get the word out there before the event's over. Share this video to Reddit, Facebook, YouTube, tell your grandma about this, fuck, show your pet goldfish for all I care, just make sure you share this video because today's guide is actually insane. In this video, I'll be showing you guys a method that will allow you to farm at the very least 100 Christmas holiday presents per hour if done correctly. And the best part is, you don't even need to fast travel away, you don't need to follow any route or anything. This was shown to me by a few members of the Queen Killers, Was Always Fumbles and Master Juice. Now, let's get straight into it. Okay, so all you have to do is basically get yourself a full team. Hell, get 2 full teams, get 3 full teams. Because the more people you have down there, the better the results will be. Take your squad to the glassed cavern and run through it all the way like normal, but make sure you do not pick up any ultracite ore, because we will need that for the glitch to work. You should encounter maybe 1 or 2 Christmas Scorched along the way, and that's fine, don't worry, we aren't at the glitch yet. Once you've made it to the very end of the cavern and killed the ground-bound Scorched beast that cannot fly, I want you to jump into the hole of nuclear material and die, as demonstrated in the sped up portion of this video. Trust me, just do it. It's not needed for the glitch, but it is a lot quicker, because it respawns you at the very start, which is where you need to be. So you'll then respawn at the start of the glass cavern, and guys, this is where the fun begins. Each bit of ultracite ore needs to be picked up, because once you pick it up, it will force packs of Scorched to spawn at your general vicinity. Now this works best at its full potential if you go slow and pick up 1 or 2 pieces at a time. Also, something to remember whilst doing this is if you pick up an ultracite ore vein, then that very same ore vein will still be there for all of your teammates, and they will all be able to pick it up too and make it double, even triple, even quadruple the amount of Scorch to spawn. So make sure everyone on the team takes it slow and picks up the ore pieces 1 at a time at their turn to spawn the most amount of Scorched hordes as possible. As you can clearly see demonstrated throughout this video, it works like a charm. At the end of this one run, I got around 9 large presents, 20 regular sized presents, and 45 small presents. This glitch is absolutely insane. So I recommend that you guys share the hell out of this so everyone can benefit before Bethesda patch or disable the respawning of Scorched for this event. This farming route is just broken, and I haven't even told you guys the best bit either. Once your team has slowly but surely made it towards the end of the cave again and picked the area clean of all possible ultracite ore veins, then all you need to do is hop servers and start it. This glitch works every time and it's insanely fast. This glitch works every time and it's an insanely fast way to farm the new Christmas presents, as well as all the script from the legendary Scorch dropped once they're killed. Now, just to reiterate for everyone so it is crystal fucking clear, each piece of ore can be picked up per person to respawn the packs of Scorch. Hell, sometimes even in my testing it respawned the Scorch beast at the end of the map multiple times. If you're unsure of where to find each piece of ultracite ore in this cave, then I urge you to look up a guide so that you can learn it all off by heart and make the most out of this glitch while it still exists. I would also like to point out something that I failed to mention in my previous video. If you purchase the wrapping paper from robot vendors and craft your own presents, make sure you equip the chemist perk in the intelligence for double the results. As you can see throughout this video, it works like an absolute fucking charm. The very first run through I did, where I didn't pick up any ore, you could see at the start of the video where I tested it, I picked up some ore, none of them respawned. I went through it all, I killed myself in the nuclear material pit, let's call it, after I killed the Scorch beast, respawned at the start. Very first piece of ore I picked up, there was a fucking pack of Scorched at the very beginning of the map. That normally doesn't happen. Then I continued to pick up ore pieces, then some Santa Claus Scorched came. Then Neo, then Scrubby, then Nate, then Dilly, all my friends that were in here running it with me, all of them picked up pieces of ore, and then they just kept respawning. Oh, my computer is kind of strapped for hard drive space, so we didn't do this properly. This would normally take at least an hour to run through the entirety of the cave, doing it as slow as possible to get the most Scorched, but because of my hard drive space we had to run through it and rush it. But the proof is there, the concept is there, you guys just need to min-max it, run it as effectively as possible, run it with 8 people. You'll get so many Scorched to spawn, alright? It's just an insane fucking thing that something like this is in the game. On top of Bethesda breaking all of our armor pieces in the previous update, I'm glad they reversed that before the holidays. That would have been insane if they kept that in. But this game is just, you know, it's buggy. There's bugs everywhere, and this is one of them. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really going to want to be spending 1,400 caps per fucking large gift wrapping paper, even if I can multiply it with the chemist perk. So this is pretty good. Throughout my first run where we did it and we took at least an hour to do it slowly, like I said, I got 45 small presents, 9 large ones, and like 20 medium-sized ones. 100 presents an hour, let's say. We'll call that as the hourly rate. Some of you guys might want to test this for yourself and figure out a proper hourly rate that you get for presents, but for me that's what I got. 100 presents per hour if you just want to farm the absolute hell out of this thing, and it's actually a really good source of XP as well. You could count this as another XP farm because I'm level 180 going into this and I came out level 189 or something like that. You level up insanely fast, dude. So if you want to restart a character while there's double XP weekend going on, this is for sure one of the quickest ways to level up your character. And as you guys just saw beforehand, there was a Scorched piece flying through the map. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Each ultrasite ore you pick up in the end room and like in the center of the cavern, sometimes it respawns the Scorched beast and he flies through the walls and shit. It's really bizarre. But you can just farm the legendary Scorched beast that comes out of the hole as well if you... Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For our first run, I wasn't recording, but it respawned the Scorched beast every time I picked up an ultrasite ore. You guys can test for yourself. It works. Sometimes it doesn't, but it works. This thing isn't an exact science, but it's sure as hell the quickest. This is the quickest Scorched beast farm ever. This is why I said disregard my video yesterday. Going to traveling to Camden Park, traveling to fucking the Morgantown Airport, traveling to fucking the Big Ben Tunnel, going to all of these places is just no point. You could just farm this thing repeatedly. Do it to its completion, take an hour, take 2 hours even if you want to go super slow, doing it per ultrasite ore, and then just jump servers. It's a no-brainer. You get so many presents from this. So that's why I'm coining this by far the most effective Scorched beast legendary farm and present farm out there at the moment. Like I said, be sure to share it so that everyone is well aware of it, because we want the most presents being opened as possible so everyone can buy these new plans, and so the economy isn't flooded with idiots trying to charge up the arse 5,000 caps per plan and shit like that. We just want the economy to be good. So yeah, share the hell out of this. In the video, I'm having a little bit of trouble in this room trying to get things to respawn. I'm picking up all the ultrasite ore veins, but for some reason it just bugged out. The glitch glitched, believe it or not, and well, they wouldn't respawn, but it eventually fixed itself and took a little bit of time once my teammates came in here and started picking up ores. So, like I said, it's not exact science, and sometimes the Scorched beast doesn't respawn. I just killed it for a third time in this whole cave run without jumping servers. But sometimes it decides not to respawn. It's a bitch like that. Also, sometimes the Scorched decide to not respawn no matter how many ultrasite ore veins you pick up. But that's just the dice you roll. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I can attest the very first time I did this that the last room here, that by far has the most ultrasite ore out of the whole cave, it was chockers. It was full of Scorched. This is by far the best farm to get the legendary presents and legendary Scorched to spawn. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Yes, that's pretty much it, guys. In summary, you run the glass cavern like normal, not picking up any ultrasite ore, kill yourself in the nuclear material, respawn at the start of the cavern, and take it extremely slow picking up each piece of ore per person, per room, until there is no ore left in the cavern. This will respawn the Scorched per ore, per room, per person that it is picked up on. Now that's going to be all from me today, guys and girls. I hope you all learned a thing or two and will be farming the hell out of this cave from now on. While this event is still live, of course. I would also like to announce some of my socials that will be in the links below. Feel free to follow me on anything. It would be greatly appreciated. Be sure to leave a like and even subscribe if you enjoyed. I've been Tia, and I'll catch us in the next one. Peace.